Hello and welcome to the 2022 New York Auto Show. I'm Bern and I'm standing in front of the 2023 Alfa Romeo Tonale. This one in particular is a Euro spec, but it's really cool to have the privilege to be able to see this, and in this green too. I first wanted to talk about the primary reason of this car. It's meant to go along the Audi Q5, Porsche Macan, other smaller crossovers. It's smaller than the Stelvio. It's smaller than the Stelvio. But let's look at the front of it. It has Alfa Romeo styling. They look really nice. Full LED headlights. These look like they'd be switchbacks too. I really like them a lot. And the paint feels really nice too. And the typical Alfa grille, I love the styling of it. It's very aggressive, but also not like overwhelming like some other grille designs, you know. But a lot of everything, well, not everything is functional, but it is a very nice. And they incorporated the radar cruise control sensor quite well as well. But let's go to the side of the car. You could see the Alfa-esque or Alfa designed wheels. They look really nice. It's kind of like a gunmetal. These are 20s. 235s, I'm surprised, but this is a more mundane model of car. I would hope that we would get the Quattrofoglio in the future, but this is kind of more like the 2-liter Q5 equivalent of car. And you could see in terms of size, you know, how big and how small it is. But the green, because I'm a nerd, if I was to get one, I would have to have roof racks on it. I know, it's kind of like, you know, not sporty, but it's an SUV. You can't be that sporty. But look at I love, when we first got here, the lights were off, so I wasn't able to see the light bar. Look at that. And then they've also mimicked the headlights with the tail lights with the 3 swoops. Looks very nice, very classy. I love that light bars are coming back. You can't see the exhaust tips. That's okay. No, not everyone's doing that right now. Power tailgate. I would assume that with the key fob, it has the kick function. Space is not that bad back here. Something I don't like that much is when people put these built-in tonneau covers. I'd rather have the one that just slides out. But you have lights. There's a 12-volt power outlet over here, and then some bag hooks. Oh, and a pass-through, it seems. There's a pass-through, and okay, and a 60-40 split rear seat. 60-40, you can see that. But not that bad. Will you close? Thank you. Sounds like a van backing up. Now, into the back seat of the Tonale. The step-in height isn't that bad. It's actually quite nice. And the space back here, I'm 5'9". The headroom isn't that bad. I can fit my feet under the seat real well, and legroom, not that bad. I have a few inches. I like that there's air vents back here, but there's no rear climate control, at least in this one, but I would assume that that's something that they would save for the Stelvio. You do have a USB Type-C and a USB Type-A port, and in terms of storage back here, you have a center armrest with 2, you know, okay size cup holders and a place where you could put your phone vertically, and that little pass-through. I do have to say, it's dark in here. This one doesn't have any sort of sunroof. This is a Euro spec car, and you know, the packaging in the US wouldn't be exactly the same, but it's just a little bit dark in here. You do have LEDs in here, but in terms of quality, I did want to mention, because earlier, I don't know how I feel about the plastic. I know this is a more affordable car, but this is kind of, I won't judge it because I'm not exactly sure if this is a pre-production model. Actually it is, because we don't even get these until the beginning of 2023, but I hope this changes. Okay, so now, since this is a driver's SUV, let's get in it. Okay, so this is still a pre-production car, I have to mention that, but this is better. Up here, the quality is better. I do like this texture over here. I like the interior. It's very Alfa-esque. I like this stitching here. I'm not sure what material this is quite yet. And of course, this is a pre-production model. I have to say it many times, so I won't judge it too much on that. But in terms of, wow, I feel good in here. In terms of seat comfort, you know, this is a more comfort spec of car. So, you know, they're not terribly supportive. It's like a one-size-fits-all type deal, I would say. But the seats are comfortable. It's a nice perforated leather with stitching. This is an 8-way, well, the car is dead. 8-way power driver's seat with 4-way lumbar. That's nice. And the passenger seat also has 4-way lumbar, so that's a good thing. The steering wheel is also nice. It reminds me of the wheel on the Giulia and other Alfas. You have the start button on it, a bunch of buttons that control the cruise control and the audio, and the paddles. They feel nice. They feel really nice. I like them. They don't stay with the wheel, but that's okay. This is, you know, a Tonale. The gauges are also really nice here. This one is off, so I can't really see too much, but it's fully digital on this one. Also, just like the screen, I'm assuming it's a 10-inch screen. It is touchscreen, I do know that. And it uses Uconnect 5. I haven't messed around with Uconnect 5 yet in any new Stellantis products, but I have heard pretty good things about it. This has dual zone climate control. I do appreciate Alfa Romeo retaining the physical buttons for pretty much everything except the heated seats. I hope that this car has heated seats, but it would probably be in the settings in the screen. This is the dial that controls your drive select. You go from, you know, sport and all that, but you know, this would light up, but the car is pretty off now. I like the Italian flag here. It's a nice little touch. Just like the rear seat, I wish there was more light in here. This one doesn't have a sunroof. Not even a single pane sunroof, but this is probably, I'm hoping, a more base spec car, but pre-production. I'll say that again. But center console is, you know, reasonably sized. The armrest is nice too with some nice stitching, and the glove box is damped. But nothing else to report in the Tonale. So under the hood of the Tonale for the US, this is not the engine that we will get, but the base engine will be a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. It's one of Stellantis's many turbo engines, but it makes 256 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. That's paired to a 9-speed automatic and standard all-wheel drive for the US. And we are also going to be getting a plug-in hybrid variant that has a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, and it makes up to 272 horsepower. I don't know about the range on that yet. I also don't even know about fuel economy figures for the 2-liter yet, but we will definitely get numbers on those in the future, closer to 2023. And that, my friends, is the 2023 Alfa Romeo Tonale. So we're gonna get some more information on it as time goes on, but it's a good first look at the New York Auto Show for people that are interested in this, and for people that want their moms to buy this car in this color with this spec, maybe with the brown interior. I don't know. But thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for many more videos to come, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, peeps.